Hey there! What are you up to? Do you have a hot date tonight? Are you anxiously checking the time on your phone, waiting for this video to be over? Well, just imagine for a second that your clock stopped. And I'm not just talking about yours. I'm talking about every clock. Now add to that, imagine that every object in the universe stopped except for you. Those of us who've watched sci-fi movies and TV shows have all envisioned a scenario at least once where all time comes to a halt. Friends, family, strangers, they're all frozen without even realizing. We are the only people conscious and are apparently able to move around with ease. From here, you're able to do whatever you want. Perhaps you'll feed your dog scraps of food you don't like from the dinner table. Perhaps you forgot something at work and need to pick it up without your boss knowing. Perhaps you'll take this opportunity to do more nefarious things like rob a bank. Actually, don't do that. We do not condone any robberies on this channel. Oh, what am I saying? I'm acting like you're actually going to stop time. What do I mean by this? Alright, before your mind starts running wild, I'll give you the bad news. Stopping time is impossible. You mean like we can't do it for the time being? No. So we'll one day be able to do it? We just don't have the technology right now? No. So like, what year do you think time stopping will be the new fad? Like, will it be legal? No. It's impossible. It cannot happen. Do I have to say it in another language? Time stopping is not only technologically impossible, it physically can't be done. The laws of nature are completely against it. But let's say, for the sake of conversation, that you've actually managed to stop time. Hooray! You're a hero! Well, what would it be like? Well, if everything was frozen in place and nothing in the universe was moving except for you, your cells, atoms, and microbes, basically everything that makes up your body, would be the only thing still working. Seems pretty cool, right? Wrong. Being the only person conscious while time is at a standstill would be terrifying. Quite frankly, you're better off being frozen. Remember, the atmosphere is frozen, so you wouldn't be able to move yourself. The molecules that make you up are still working, but the molecules in the air are not. A little different from the movies, right? Since everything has stopped, there's no way for the atmosphere to produce heat. This means you would basically freeze while standing in a motionless state. Not exactly panning out the way you'd hoped, is it? Well, it's about to get a whole lot worse. So, right now, time is at a standstill, and you're the only one conscious. You're not moving, and you're also freezing to death. There's another problem to add to your troubles. You also wouldn't be able to breathe. I mean, think about it. The air in the atmosphere is motionless. How could your lungs take it in? So what would you do in this case? You're not moving, breathing, or keeping warm. Hey, I know, I'll call for help. Well, I hate to break it to you, but that wouldn't work either. Not only are you the only person who's conscious, no sound would be able to resonate. Once again, the atmosphere's frozen. It wouldn't be able to transmit any sound waves. It seems like time stopping is a nightmare scenario similar to that of being paralyzed. Have I ruined your time-stopping plans? Alright, let's pretend that science was on your side and you could actually function in a standstill. You're able to breathe and move around freely the way you would in everyday life. We'll even throw a bit of heat in there. What then? Well, you'd still run into problems. Within a matter of seconds, you'd notice that gravity doesn't exactly affect you. There's not going to be the same gravitational force holding you down. Would you be this organism floating in space? You just might be. So would there be any positives to stopping time? I mean, if you actually could do it. Not exactly. Those of you wishing you could put time into some kind of standstill need to be careful what you wish for. So are you sure there's no way to stop time? Like, are we 100% certain it's scientifically impossible? Well, as it looks right now, the concept of time stopping, as most of us know, it is impossible. But scientists have flirted with other ways time can halt. It all depends on your definition of time stopping. According to experts, there are several theoretical ways you can stop time. But it's a little complicated, so brace yourself. Also, you need to realize that you wouldn't be stopping time completely. It would just slow things down to a point where you would be able to notice everything moving at a snail's pace. So how do we do that? I want to try. It's simple. You're familiar with the alternate universe theory, right? All we need to do is get to a universe where the laws of physics will allow time to move at a much slower rate. But that wouldn't be simple. I'm kidding, of course. Unless you have some magical way of transporting yourself, this option is kind of out of the question. Physicists have also talked about the idea of freezing the universe. Of course, this is something that's hypothetical, but freezing the universe may be able to slow the molecules down just enough to slow time down. These options are the closest you'd ever get to stopping time. And guess what? They come with their own heap of problems as well. For one, you have to consider the temperature. There still won't be any heat. Heat is an energy that needs to be transferred. Since everything has been slowed down, how is this heat going to move quickly enough to warm you up? In order to survive, you would need to find a way to store heat in a special place. If you were to freeze an entire place during a standstill, you would likely kill everybody in the process, as they would be too cold. Well done. You would have created an absolute frozen wasteland. There is one final option that may work. If you'd like time to stop, or slow down to the point where it feels like time has stopped, take whatever it is you're trying to freeze and put it close to a black hole. That's right. We're going there, baby. If you toss something into a black hole, it will give off the appearance of slowing down as it gets closer and closer to it. From its perspective, you will have sped up. The problem with this is that you would have to be fairly close to the black hole in order for this to even have a chance to work. You don't want to be too close to a black hole, or else it will be you who will slow down, if you catch my drift. Now, by and large, the scientific community has agreed that it's pretty much impossible to completely halt time. Keep in mind that the topic is still widely disputed. Even people like Albert Einstein presented unique theories in regards to stopping time. In his writing on the theory of relativity, Einstein essentially said that if you want to stop time, you would need to travel at the speed of light. Since it's sadly impossible for humans to do so, we're pretty much out of luck in the time-stopping department. But with all the new discoveries in science and technology, is it really fair to say that we will never be able to achieve something? I mean, we're building robots and extra powerful rockets. Who's to say we'll never be able to travel at some sort of superhuman speed? In the coming centuries, tech wizards may find a way for us to stop time. The unfortunate part is that we probably won't ever see it in our lifetime. Wishful thinking? Maybe. Science can be both cruel and fascinating. There's just so much to learn. Let's keep the conversation going with a couple more science-related videos, shall we? Here's what you need to know. Check out the 10 deadliest pandemics in human history. Or how about the 10 strangest things in space that will scare you? Go ahead, click one, or better yet, watch both, and learn more about the world around you. Outside of stopping time, what's a superpower you wished you had? Let us know in the comments below.